There are many ways to get a full body workout without the expense of joining a gym. I'm the Body Smith, and we'll talk about one of those on today's show.
Work it, 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 work
For a full body workout, I look to my own backyard. The bending, squatting, twisting, and lifting of gardening activities build strengths in the arms, legs, and core. Today, joining me is Hilda, and she's a personal trainer. So what we'll be doing today is a lot of those kind of activities that you do with your personal training clients, maybe even to get them into shape for gardening, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Breathe in and exhale out. Let's roll the shoulders back. I guess it's kind of one of those chicken or egg propositions. Do you garden to get in shape, or do you get in shape to garden? It's like certain times a year they have classes on trainers getting people ready to go skiing. Let's row it up. Row it up. Elbows to the shoulders. So we'll be doing a lot of functional training activities today. Full arm extensions. Keep them out in front of your face a little bit. I might even put Hilda on the spot and say, Hilda, what would you do here in this situation with one of your personal training clients? Swim. I have never been good at the Australian crawl, but it's great for those muscles in the shoulders as far as the warm-up. And circle back. So Hilda actually trains people, the beautiful people in Florida, coming from Orlando. All right, swing it out to the side. So tell me, when you're staying in Orlando, like you have been for the past few years, have you been to Disney World?
Several times.
Several times? And step touch. I kind of liked Epcot. I think it was about 20 years ago I went there. And going through Ocala is always nice. All right, bicep curls. We're just going to do some really simple exercises for warm-up. Get you prepared for what's coming. Now lift the knee to the side. Opposite knee to the opposite direction the arms are going. Well, I need to do some stretching. I'm a little tight there. 2 times each side. Here's 1, 2. Now I've got to throw in one brain twister here. So this one, you're going to keep the legs at a double knee lift, and the arms, see if you can circle them over right here. Stop them and bring them back the other way. You doing it, Hilda? All right. Keep going. All right, last one. Now legs apart, reach across, pull back, reach and pull, reach. Give it 4 more on this side. All right, bring it to the center, reach up like you're climbing a rope. You got to pull yourself up. They used to have the President's Physical Fitness test. They'd give you a certificate if you passed it. Now the other side, we're going to reach and pull, reach and pull. I never passed it. I could not do the rope climb. and I wasn't much better at pull-ups. By the time the end of the year came up, I had increased from 1 pull-up to 7. All right, hold it to the center. Let's breathe in, exhale out. What we need to do now, Hilda, is come back here. Let's get the ball.
Okay.
I think green might go better with your fuchsia color. So I'll be the orange guy. So first of all, we're going to take that ball and reach up and over and switch to the other hand. So when we talk about functional training, we're talking about activities that help you facilitate being able to do the things you normally do in your life. So in this case, if you want to reach up and get something from a shelf or put your baggage into the overhead compartment of a plane, you're going to need to have your shoulder muscles. So we'll work on that here. Now it may be that the ball that we have does not weigh very much. They're not weighted, but yet we have the weight of our arms. All right, now take it across, just one side, pull back. This one's like you are pulling back, getting ready to shoot an arrow. Very good, pull back strong. Yeah, we were working those upper back muscles. Let's do an underhanded. This one always reminds me kind of going bowling. I have not gone bowling for a long time, but you've got to bend that knee, get down there, and release the ball so it doesn't loft itself onto the what do they call that? The alley, the lane? You get in trouble when you loft the ball too high. All right, one more. Now circle all the way back. Big circle, full range of motion. Control that circle with the upper back muscles. Keep going, 8 more. Two more. All right, now switch sides. We're going to reach across, pull back. Now, I work out all the time. I try to do something every day. I do some amount of actual weightlifting with heavy weights. And even though we don't have a weighted ball here, I can feel this when I tense up my shoulders and upper back and really work with the resistance. Great exercise. Now, underhanded, roll it. Yes. Very good. All right, take it across, switch sides. Oh, yes. Full extension. You've got the knees bent, so the lower body remains relatively stable. I've always wondered if a creature or an alien from another planet came down and this is the first thing they saw, what would they think of Earthlings? Probably think we're weird. Maybe they'd be right. Now bring it right here, swing side to side. Very good. Shoulder to shoulder. Overhead circle. Ooh, yes, working the core. I feel it. I'm not really fond of getting down on the floor and doing sit-ups or crunches or planks. And this kind of activity will work some of the same muscles. Yeah, sometimes I do them. The old do it because I should. All right, let's reverse direction. Get it going the other way. Good. I like this track. I can't remember the name of the group. How about you, Hilda? Still on the upper back, let's go and stir around the front. Stir. Yeah, I just heard that, Hilda. She says it's amazing what you can do with this little round thing here. And reverse direction. Hilda is known for appearing on the Worst Cooks of America show. And she says stirring and cutting and all those things you do in cooking are not her thing. Now the other side and reverse. I can even feel this in the low back. All right, let's take it behind the back. Switch hands, if you can reach back there far enough and transfer it to the opposite hand. But if that doesn't work, just keep it like this. Keep the motion. It will work. Very good. 4 more. All right, I know you want to bounce the ball, right? Oh, let's try it. So we're going to bounce and bend the knees. Sometimes these little round things get flat sides in them. So if it goes all over the place, that's why. It's not because we're uncoordinated. So you're bending the knees. I have just tricked you. We were doing squats. All right, now bring it to the center. Put it between the heel of the hands, lower it below the armpits, reach out and press inward. Press, press, press. As you press, you activate the pectoral muscles. Oh, I feel my pecs. Here we go. Eight more. Yeah, we did a lot with this little round thing today. All right, let's put it away. But we have some other things that we can work on. How about the weights?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, here we are with our weights. So let's start out with easy bicep curls. That'll get us in the mood. Breathe out and breathe in. For some reason, I don't know why, but biceps are not my favorite muscle group to work. I've actually put effort into getting out of working them at times, but really, when you're picking things up, you need to have strong biceps. Maybe you've gone to the grocery store and you've got extra bags or extra heavy bags of groceries. You need to have the biceps and different muscle groups to be able to manage tasks like that. And here, speaking of grocery bags, let's reach down and pull up. Grab those handles and pull up. I'm sitting back in my heels a little bit, but it looks like I was sitting back a little too far, and I just about went pitching backwards. So be careful about that. Knees over the ankles. That's important as you come down. The other way that you don't want to do it, whoa! You want to make sure the knees come right over the ankles and you're bending at the hip joint. So pull up. There we go. Pulling the shoulder blades together. Yes. So much that we could be doing for our upper backs that we don't do a lot in daily activity anymore. And so we'll take care of that right here. And one more time. All right, leave those elbows back. Press back for the triceps. Shoulders relax. The bilateral tricep kickback. Kind of in that position where you're getting ready to take off on the slopes, downhill skiing. I haven't been downhill skiing for so long, but I remember being in this position. The hardest part for me was exiting off the lift up at the top. It happened so quickly. But my gosh, I looked at the price of lift tickets and I thought it's a good thing I don't go anymore. 4 more. I used to pay like $10 on discount nights. All right, now row up, head over. Up, over. Bend the knees, come on down. I still have a pair of skis in my garage attic and boots. But if I went up there in that outfit now, I would get laughed off the mountain. The boots were made of plastic. The skis, not much better. What color were they? The boots were gray, and I think the skis were matching gray with teal colored stripes. 4 more. And last one. All right, let's go ahead and put the weights back for now. I'm just going to put them down here. And we have some tubing. Quite often when we use the tubing, I never leave enough time to do a full tubing workout. But what you can do with this, it's just hollow tubes here, but it has some resistance. So when you put 1 foot down and level so both sides are even, and you pull up for bicep curls. Oh, you feel that? I feel it. That is even better than we did it with weights. Now the trick here is you want to make absolutely sure that you don't lift up on the toe or the heel while you're pulling upwards, because if you do, these things can snap back at you. Excellent. Let's do 2 more bicep curls, and then we're going to work on the shoulders again. All right, turn the palms around, neutralize the wrists, straight up and down, and pull up. The object here is to lift from the elbow area, and then as you come up, you can go as far as the elbows, wrists, and shoulders, kind of equal matching, equal height. Breathe out, breathe in. Remember those neutral wrists. Very good. Straighten up those wrists, young lady. All right, that's good. 4 more times. Because so far, there is no app to get your exercise. We actually have to perform the exercises. All right, release. Here's another one of my favorites. You reach upward with one hand. The other hand is going to reach behind you. Get a grip on the tubing. And then once you're there, you can experiment. As you push forward, you want to be able to feel the triceps, the back of the arm. So let's go. Press and bring it back. Now the beauty of working with these tubes is that it's very, very easy for the full range of motion to work the different muscle groups. There is no momentum working with the tubing. Unless you snap it back, and that wouldn't be safe. Not what we're going for here. One more. All right, let's very carefully release. And we're going to set up on the other side. Okay. Same grip. All right, when you're ready, go for it. Good. Be very careful if you're really trying to be macho and put a lot of tension on the tubing. You can actually injure your elbow or wrist if you're not set up correctly, so it's really not worth that risk. That's not what we're here for. I remember when I first started teaching fitness, I thought, hey, if you want to be fit, you got to live with a few injuries. No, not anymore. All right, release. And come under the shoulder blades, right back there, under the arms, and you are going to take the arms apart and push forward and cross. I have a really strong piece of tubing I'm working with, so really just putting my hands right near the edge of the stirrups works perfectly for me. If I had a slightly less strong piece of tubing, I might be able to gather up and leave a little towards the ends loose, but I'm not going to do that today. I know my limits. We got two more. All right, on the spot, Hilda, do you know a tubing exercise that you could recommend? Your favorite one? Are we going under the both feet?
Both of them, yeah.
I don't know if I'm strong enough for that. All right, show it. Oh, the outside bicep curl. Why don't I do 1 foot? I'll be the 98-pound weakling here. Here I got a professional personal trainer here, and I have barely taken advantage of that opportunity to make her do the work. How about 2 more? Last one. All right, let me take that. Be very careful getting out of it. So now we get to stretch. And push the arms forward. We're going to pull the shoulder blades apart. I like to interlace the fingers, and as I press out, I can also feel a stretch along my palms. Good, good. Now bring the arms behind, reach above the wrist, push up, and open the chest. Just pull it back. Keep the abdominals engaged for this one. All right, we got the ubiquitous runner's lunge coming up. So you're going to take one leg forward, the other leg way, way back. Tighten up the gluteus maximus. Reach forward and up. So you're stretching all along the front part of the upper leg and the rear part, the back part of that same leg. All right, let's do the other side. Okay. Reach up, Tighten the gluteus maximus. Let's name the muscle groups we're stretching. In the front, hip flexors, quadriceps, muscles surrounding the knee. In the back, calf and Achilles tendon, soleus, gastrocnemius. All right, let's bring it up. Let's take the legs apart. Inner thigh and groin stretch. Take it over one side. We've got a nice wide stance here. And I am going to reach across toward the straighter of the two legs. It's the body weight stretching those areas, inner thigh and groin. Let's do the other side. Up and over and reach across. I chickened out in high school. I didn't take physics, but a lot of what we're doing here is just simple principles of physics and balance. Let's take the legs apart, press the low back toward the ceiling. So we're working on some of those principles right now. Now reach across. That will allow you to stretch the lower back in the one hemisphere. And the other side, reach across and push. And that's about all we got for you today. I really appreciate your being here with us on the Body Smith workout. We hope you'll join us again soon. Enjoy some shots of the dahlias. All right, Hilda, let's go.